Good morning, Buff Nation. It is National Championship Saturday. In just a few hours, West Texas A&M will try to make program history and go out and win its first ever national title. This is the matchup that college basketball fans wanted last season in 2020, and obviously nobody got a chance to play in March. This is also the matchup that college basketball fans wanted in 2021, and they are getting it. Finally get to see number 1 seed West Texas A&M against number 2 seed Northwest Missouri here in Evansville, Indiana. Now the Buffaloes, they got here obviously after Zach Toussaint broke the hearts of Lincoln Memorial with his buzzer-beating three-point shot in the 87-86 Final Four win Thursday night for West Texas A&M. Thank goodness we all, including the broadcasters and including the fans, we all had a chance to recover not only physically but emotionally after going through that draining victory on the buzzer beater. All right, Northwest Missouri State, they are a flat-out juggernaut. The Bearcats, they dismantled Flagler in the semifinals in the Final Four, 77-46. In that game, they were led by Ryan Hawkins, the senior. He had a double-double. He scored 20 points, grabbed 11 rebounds. And so this season, Northwest Missouri, they have a 27-2 overall record. And if you look at the last 3 years, they have dominated college basketball. They've won 96 games and only lost 3 times, which is incredible. Head coach Ben McCollum, he's looking for win number 300 for the guys in green and white. While he has been at Northwest Missouri, they've won 2 national championships in 2017 and also in 2019. And Northwest Missouri, this team, they have loads of talent. They're very deep. They shoot the three-pointer. They average 11 three-pointers a game. And 2 players that you want to watch for Northwest Missouri, mentioned Ryan Hawkins and also his senior teammate Trevor Hudgens. Hudgens, a 6-foot point guard. He was just named the NABC Player of the Year. He averages 20 points a game, 6 assists. He's very strong, very skilled with the basketball in his hands, smart, and he's a clutch player. He makes clutch 3-point baskets when it matters. He also makes free throws. In the NCAA tournament so far, he is a perfect 20 out of 20 from the charity stripe. Now Hawkins is a 6'7" athletic, deadly shooter. He's a combination of all kinds of things out on the basketball floor, but he is really shooting the ball well. In the tournament, Hawkins is averaging 25 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, and he has made 17 three-pointers in the 4 NCAA tournament wins for Northwest Missouri. The Bearcats, they also have the MIAA Defensive Player of the Year, Diego Bernard. He scores 12 points a game, very quick and athletic, and as I said, outstanding defender for Northwest Missouri. Now for WT, look for the Buffs to go with what has got them as far as they've ever been in program history. I feel the need for speed. That's right, West Texas A&M, the fastest team in the NCAA. The Bearcats have the size advantage, there's no doubt about that. But once again, West Texas A&M will be the faster team on the court. Quay Grant, Joel Murray, John L. Fugit. All 3 incredible junior guards for West Texas A&M, and I feel like all 3 guys are going to be ready to step up on the biggest stage and accept the challenge that Northwest Missouri will present today in the national championship game. Keys for West Texas A&M today if they want to take down the Bearcats. Number 1, they have to defend the three-point line for 40 minutes. Northwest Missouri will usually have at least 4, sometimes 5 players out on the court that can all hit the three-point basket. Sounds like someone we know, right? So WT, they must play tight defense, especially on Ryan Hawkins, the 6'7" shooter. Now Hawkins can drive, but he is such a good shooter that WT is going to want to defend him by getting out close on him and making the big man put it on the floor more than get the open shot. The team defense, collective team defense for West Texas A&M is going to get the job done for the Buffs. Key number 2 for the Buffs, let it fly. How does Tom Brown's recruiting motto go? If they can't shoot, we don't recruit. And so for West Texas A&M, the Buffs, they've shot 7 for 21 from the three-point line in the first game, 9 of 26 in the Thursday night win over Lincoln Memorial. Not bad, but again, not what we are used to seeing for West Texas A&M in terms of those games where they make 12, 13, 14, 15 or more three-pointers, and they make them at that really high percentage. I think the national championship game would be the perfect time for West Texas A&M to have an outstanding shooting performance. So it's WT in Northwest Missouri State, 11 a.m. on CBS. Now the Bearcats, they have been here before, as I mentioned, national championship in 2017 and 2019, so they have that experience. They know how to get the job done. But there's also some guys sitting on the bench for West Texas A&M that know how to get the job done. Head coach Tom Brown, associate head coach Chris Go, they won national championships with Winona State back in 2006 and 2008. They had a pretty good player on those national championship teams by the name of Quincy Henderson. All three of those guys coaches now for West Texas A&M, and so they know what it takes to win a national title. And doesn't it just feel like this team, this West Texas A&M Buffalo team, is a little bit extra special? Maybe you call it destiny, maybe you call it fate, call it a buzzer-beating shot in the Final Four to get to the national title. I've got a feeling, got a hunch that today will be extra special indeed for Buff Nation. I think they're going to go out there and get the job done and win the program's first ever national championship. Let's go win it, guys. Go Buffs.